So here's why you should use Amazon advertising. I think it's pretty obvious, but just to lay out the points. First of all, you go to the head of the line. It's like an end cap that you see in a supermarket or a big box store. Your books will get more visibility. Secondly, these are people who have intent to buy. And that's different than something like Google, where people may not have the intention to buy. Maybe they just want to find out about something. DIY, do it yourself. You don't need to hire anybody. I think creating a basic sponsored product advertisement on Amazon is actually pretty easy. And elsewhere in this free masterclass for publishers, I show an example of creating a real Amazon ad. You can measure the results very carefully. Amazon actually gives you a lot of data for this. You can spend a lot. There's no more bargains left. I found that the bid levels are going up, but you can do things like fine-tune campaigns. You can do split testing. That means maybe you can have two campaigns that are using different creative elements or different bid strategies and see how they work, and then just use the one that's more effective. And this is really important. Unlike other parts of Amazon, you can use other authors' names and titles. So, for instance, Stephen King, you're writing a horror novel, you can use Stephen King as a keyword in your advertising campaign. You cannot use Stephen King on your detail page. You cannot use Stephen King in your metadata for KDP or for any other Amazon program, except for Amazon advertising. They allow you to compete that way. But you have to be super careful. As I've said many times before, your detail page needs to look great. You can have an advertisement on Amazon advertising that has a very high click-through rate, super effective. It's driving people to your detail page. But if the detail page has a low conversion rate, that means it's not meeting expectations. You're wasting money. It just doesn't make sense for you to do that until you get your detail page in top shape. You really have to know your margins before you launch a campaign. What I'm talking about is if your net for the net profit for your book is $5, but it's costing you $7 to get a single sale for your book on Amazon using Amazon advertising, you're losing money. It doesn't make sense to advertise unless you want to lose money. You're okay with that. You have to be super aware of dark patterns. And when I say a dark pattern, I mean Amazon is using these suggested settings and suggested bid levels for advertisers, but they may not be correct. Basically, they just want you to spend more money and to drive up the level of bids. I always lower them. I always check them because I'm very suspicious of Amazon's motives here. You can compete against other publishers, but they can compete against you. And also, I always say that Amazon ads are like a garden. You have to kind of go back every week, really, to check on them, to see how they're going, to optimize them. If a keyword's not working out, you should take it out, or you should lower the bid, or you should experiment. Conversely, if you have a keyword that's effective and it's maxing out at the bid level that you have, maybe you can bump it up a little bit. So keep that in mind when you're creating Amazon advertising campaigns. That wasn't so hard, was it? There are many more videos in the totally free Amazon Masterclass. They're totally free. You don't have to pay anything. There's no gimmick or anything like that. So watch them at your leisure, skip around, and also be sure to like it if it helps you out. Thank you so much for watching.